Hi, my name is Selena, and this is another segment in the Book Review Blitz, which is a little mini-series that I'm doing to say thank you to all of my subscribers, viewers, people who like and comment on my videos. I recently got to 200 subscribers, and I'm very happy for that, and I feel very blessed. So this is a giveaway. To be entered in, all you do is comment on every video in the Book Review Blitz mini-series. And then at the end I will pull a name. That name will be the winner, and the winner gets to choose from the books that I reviewed in this miniseries to be shipped to them via the book depository. This is open internationally, so if you live in places that are far and away from where I am, no worries. It will get to you if you are the winner. So you have to check out the link below to the miniseries. You can see all the videos that are in this Book Review Blitz mini-series to make a comment and to enter in. Today I'm going to be reviewing Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, and just book 1 in the Mistborn series, The Final Empire. So I read this recently with the BookTube Buddy Reads, I believe. I'll leave a link to the Goodreads channel below. I've read this book with them earlier this year, and I have talked about the book, mentioned it, but I don't think I've given this book a proper review. So it's time for a proper review of The Final Empire, which is book 1 in the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. I just repeated myself, but that's okay. So this story is kind of like a mashup, and Brandon Sanderson has described it as epic fantasy, which is like the big circle, and then inside that circle you have a heist story, kind of, you know, Ocean's 11 kind of, and then inside that you have a romance. So you have these sandwiched in stories that just build complexity, depth, and a lot of action. This book is full of action. It's like every chapter something's happening, things are moving, it never sits still, which is awesome, and I love that about this book. And I really need to read books 2 and 3 to see if the action just gets more and more epic. And I hope it does. So this story starts out with the character named Kelsier, and he's this kind of larger-than-life character. He is a villain to the Empire, but he's kind of like a savior of the working-class society that's in this world. So in this world, you have the Ska, which are the oppressed, and then you have the people who are oppressing them, and that's what Kelsier is rebelling against, who by trade is a thief, and so he was captured. So this is kind of like backstory, and sent to this work camp and a mine. In this environment, however, he finds that he has the gift of allomancy, which is the superhero magic system of the book, or one of the magic systems in the book. And so that basically is using metal to give yourself added skill or power. And so he learns that he has a skill. So after escaping and being out, he decides that it's time to take down the evil power and take down, you know, the man, I guess, and to give the Ska back some sort of dignity, or at least a chance at a better life. So he brings together a bunch of people. This is kind of where the Ocean 11 heist story comes in. He brings together a bunch of people with different skill sets, each possessing a skill in allomancy. While Kelsier has the abilities of all of them, each of these people that he brings to the group possess one particular skill, but they have mastered that skill. And so they all band together and they vow to help him out in this heist. So basically they're going to take down the Lord Ruler and rob him of this one really particular metal that is really rare and is expensive. So one of the members of this group is a girl named Vin. She's young. She's been a thief and in part of the thieving community all her life. She's also a Ska, so she's also part of the oppressed class. But we find out that she is also like a half-blood, pretty much. She's part Ska and part of the ruling class as well. So she has the gift of allomancy, because of her parentage. Growing up, she knew she had some abilities, but didn't know how to use them until she's trained by Kelsier. And so a large part of the heist section of this book is about Kelsier training Vin, training her in allomancy, and then there's also a section where she's being trained to be a lady, to wear fancy dresses and to be, demure and courteous. And in this arena is where she catches the eye of Eland, who is the love interest in the little love story. So now we have the love story, and this is pretty much the typical, the guy's rude and obnoxious, the girl is like, oh my gosh, I can't stand him, but they love each other or they fall for each other, in the end kind of love story. But he has I wouldn't say a soft spot, but he has curiosity about why his class has been oppressing the Ska for many years, and so while he is not part of the rebellion as of yet, he is very curious and he does have sympathy for the rebellion. But anyway, back to taking down the Lord Ruler, who is the villain of the piece. He has a very tight, strong grip on these people, and he bullies them through violence and intimidation, and so he also possesses the skill of allomancy and maybe something more. Now, the writing style, like I said, is very action-packed. Lots of stuff going on. While the cast of characters is large, it's not unmanageable, and I feel like each character is so distinct in themselves that you are aware when one character is speaking as opposed to others. And I think Brandon Sanderson did a very great job of displaying and showcasing very unique personalities coming together to, do a task and to take down the Lord Ruler. Now, the world that he created, this is not taking place in like the far distant past on Earth or the far distant future on Earth. This is a totally different world where there are totally different laws. So the power of allomancy is pretty cool. People can ingest metals that allow them to have more strength, to have increased speed, and to fly pretty much. Flying, not technically like you have wings or that you're Superman, but flying by pushing yourself off the ground, repelling yourself against different metals. So if you're using allomancy and you're pushing off a metal, you're going to move yourself backwards in air, and that's pretty much how they move around. Another big feature of the world is the mist, which is what she is called. The story is Mistborn. People who travel in the mist are people who have this magic skill, and the mist is a mysterious, scary place that people don't like to be in. Ska or ruling class alike, they avoid the mist because there are creatures in the mist that are quite weird. Fun to read about, and I was really amused when they were described, and so I don't want to take that away from you if you have not yet read the book, but I did enjoy learning about the mists and why people are afraid of the mists and the creatures that live there. But so anyway, the story also has a unique feature where chapters are started by a little journal entry, and we come to learn what this journal entry signifies and what it means, almost as the characters are learning it. The characters in the book say that Kelsier and Vin are also reading these journal entries. So it's fun. It's kind of like a weird interaction that you're having with the characters at the same time, because you're reading the same thing, and as you're making inferences and connections, they're making inferences and connections, and the story of this journal is slowly unfolding for you, the reader, and for the characters at the same time, which I thought was a really, really cool trick. And so Brandon Sanderson has, he has amazing skills when it comes to writing. He's an awesome storyteller. I've read other books by him, and I reviewed, I believe, The Rhythmatist by him earlier this year, which I read and enjoyed very much. So, Mistborn, like I said, is a trilogy. I believe actually now it's 4 books. The 4th book is... This is the 4th book, and I got this on sale at Barnes & Noble, but I have not yet read it. But it was originally 3 books, and book 1 is The Final Empire, and I gave this 4 or 5 stars on Goodreads. And go to my Goodreads page, and you can read my review. If we're not friends already on Goodreads, please friend me. I would love to have more friends and have you as a friend. And so that's all I have to say about Mistborn. I hope this was a decent review. I feel like I was just gushing and rambling. But, yeah, leave a comment below to be entered in. Comment on every video in the Book Review Blitz, and you can win one of these books that I've reviewed, and I will ship it to you via the book depository. That's all I have to say. Have a great day. Bye.